Thank you for coming on into the live and sharing your essence with me in this eternal moment of which we all share an inextricable and inexorable part. Thank you for doing your part, for coming on in each and every day. We'll do the same without wasting a single second of your time. Bada bing, bada boom. We go into the footprint charts of ATAS today. Starting off, getting a little bit of a bearish divergence downside play as it induced some buys here. Some contracts to the tune of 418 bounced off of this region, thinking that the 900s were the bounce, and this 419 buy side, or the longs rather, the buy side liquidity, the buys were taken to the sell side as they got liquidated down below here, and we're starting to see this drop after the inducement of some 100 contracts here and 100 contracts there. Cumulatively, that 400 within these candles got taken for a ride.
Fatality.
And that's what happens in the markets, as we are now negative 4,000 delta imbalance to the sell side and continuing further down. This negative imbalance has been continuing since the drop up here. We've been seeing this minus as we drop out of the point of control region. We're going to maintain this on this chart so that we can show you the point of control on the hourly here. But let's go ahead and assess things within ATAS. The link is in the description for more. You can get all these footprints, value area low, value area high, point of control, VWAP, all these things automatic within the ATAS platform, you can also do trading and connect multiple rhythmic accounts, free what's the word, 14-day trial if you click the link down below in the description. Starting to see some buys come in here to the tune of a delta imbalance of 1-200 buy side at this 860 region. Supporting control at 980, value area high 1529, value area low 920. So we are currently at that low region. If we zoom out here, we're going to turn off the clusters here because it is a bit busy here, so we're going to turn that off. Let's go ahead and turn off the cluster bar search. Get this deleted really quick. Always put it on later. There we go. The cool thing is you can get regular candles if you go like this, and then as you zoom in you can see later. So basically yesterday we surged up pre-market, and then we chopped around during the live and made a surge up in this region. It was kind of funny because yesterday after the live we did catch that long as we were saying goodbye, and we took this cloud bounce after the live here. There was a cloud bounce here, and we took this reclaiming of the cloud, kiss of the cloud here, up for 145 ticks to the upside. So we made back all those losses in our 11 out of 14 trades, which were successes on the scalps there. So as we come back here, we've been just basically range trading within this region, not giving a clear picture as to where the market wants to go next. Does it want to retrace down and touch the lows here? Does it want to go back and touch the highs? So far we've had 1, 2, 3 hits to the high. This extreme sell-off wick and this third test of the high could be your power of threes for a downside path here as we go try and test the sell side below. As it seems things are still holding this region though in the previous VWAP areas at 812. So can we hold this 812 region, or we sweep it and come back above? We catch the moves without a bias, don't need it. You can catch the momentum before the play plays anyway, and if you're there for it, you can have the runner play out. Coachable is the word. So seeing the 289 contracts enter here, is this going to create another leg down, a push down if you will? Let's go minimize this really quick. Make sure everything's locked in here, our connections are on. Okay. Make sure the data is updated. Okay, good. So we came down into this pivot region here. This low. Haven't swept the lows here from yesterday at 824. This could be a rev bar just to take out some of the shorts and possibly induce some longs that are trapped up here to dollar cost average to their demise, an ABCception to the downside. We got about 24 minutes for the open to occur. Had some previous bullish divergence here with some money bags that played out to a degree from 78 up to 903. That would have been a good little scalp had we been available to trade it. Same thing occurring here with some bullish divergence. Money stack, and starting to rise up from that 50 level to the 74 level now. Had an indecision on the 4-minute. And now we're starting to see this surge up after a large A, B. See you later. That was a massive play down there. Held the bearish trend dots here, and now we're back at them on the 4-minute. This white line is the 236 level for a bullish nature. If we break beneath it, the bullish idea could be negated here. How's everyone doing? Yo, what's up? Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. That's interesting. Let's go see what that's about. Seems like the kbps is alright. How's the video working out for everyone else? Let's make sure everything's good on the trailing stop loss. Okay. Okay, MNQ, not NQ. Don't want to take 3 minis. Gotta be careful about that. And this could be an ABCception to the downside coming to the stop loss hunt. Let's go see what type of contracts were induced there. Still 4K sell side imbalance. I think there's an indicator within here that's like aggressive something. It was like under what is it? Dynamic? No. Adaptive big trades, was it? I don't know why it's saying requesting data. What's that about? So there was 75 lots bought up here at the 14,880 range. So into this, and they could use that as the trigger for some sell side fuel. Sell side fuel. I think the most we've ever seen a session delta get to is minus 7K. It was in a massive dump. And it was actually buying. There was positive delta the entire way down because everyone was buying the dip and basically using that buy imbalance to just run it lower. Wish there's a way to make that like opacity lower. I don't like. Is it the size? Okay, so the size is the size of the adaptive big trade. So you got to make this 50 like that. So at the top you see a lot of buyers, and then that buyer, they use that to fuel more sell side. So ultimately when you get into a long, seeing a lot of red as you go into that bottom is where you can snipe some good entries for the long idea. There's been a few times I've used the ATAS recently to my advantage, so I'm kind of getting the idea here. As you go up into areas and see more buy side induced, that's when it's likely to come back and create some sell side, and then it creates the sell side inducement, and then it comes back. And it could be liquidations of longs and or shorts, but then they go to confirm, and then meanwhile they're inducing longs, and then they induce enough longs, and then they go to confirm, and that's all of this is. And then when you see large pools like this where you see 126 buy contracts, they essentially go back to take those guys for a ride, and then those guys become sell side. Okay, 15 minutes. Eight bar just kind of meandering around here, considering whether we go up to go down here. Coming back to that 1 minute cloud. The aggressiveness in which this went down here seems like it caught some buyers off guard, and or did not allow many shorts to enter in this pre-market so that they could reprice to this level to then take some buyers for a ride further down. I'm not necessarily sold on this cloud bounce, but we've seen it happen before at this region. Let's go see if this is a valid Fibonacci level. This is most likely the golden pocket region. Yep, and we're probably going to go through it like butter. That's why you wait for like the second hit generally for that confirmation. Could be coming to it right now. Video good on my end. Good. I guess it was like connecting up the ATAS too, and my wife's probably playing or listening to some podcast or something. After I retweaked my internet settings to lower the amount of bits that it processes to a more reasonable level, it doesn't stream at the highest of qualities, but it's a pretty steady 3000 kbps, which is pretty good. We're breaking the pocket now. We're going into the deep retrace territory. A lot of people playing the 786 these days, these 786 bounces. But eating right through it like butter. We're not as eager as we were yesterday. Yesterday was my day off, so I kind of overtraded. Thankfully, I made like $400 across the account, so it wasn't a bad day. But if I could go back and chastise myself, I would say don't trade as much. So today we're going to be a little bit more frugal in the ideas here. This could be a reclaiming of that 786. You could just try it for a little bit of a bounce, see what it would do, but after that aggressiveness of that play, we're extremely bearish. We're neutral on the 8 bar, bearish on the 16, bearish on the 32 now. The king size time frame, king size blocks. Also pre-market, 13 minutes to open. Starting to see some bearish divergence on the MACD here. Sorry, bullish divergence on the MACD here. If we go to Momentum Master, also previous bullish divergence, also possibly continuing. I'm still trying to get in the pocket. I haven't been looking at the charts all day, so I'm not in that zone just yet. We'll get there. I did punt my past ones that I'm waiting for Apex to get back to me on. So those have been punted and they are passed. So we're waiting for that to be confirmed. These are linked up using Replikanto. Link for that is also in the description for an affiliate 20% off code also. You might as well consolidate your decisions into one, and as long as you're following proper risk management per trade, it shouldn't be anything to cause you to sweat. Looking like an ABC continuation as of this moment. Not seeing the... Let's go see if there's any high impact news today. There is some JOLTS job openings. I don't even know what JOLTS is, but okay. It's a red folder, so it's high impact, coming at the hour of power time. So we'll see how that plays out. Booyah. All right, so let's go look at some liquidity pools. One of the beautiful features of Renko charts is they lay out for you where lows and highs are without questioning it. So you can see where these pools have not yet been broken. There's an indicator that shows that. So there's a pool down here at 824 which has yet to be hit completely. So coming back and sweeping this would not be obscene to think. And there's a pivot low area with the PL here. There's a pivot high up here at 1546. So you have the pivot low and the pivot high already laid out for you on this big block period. So you have the highs and the lows and making higher highs and lower highs, all that stuff. So have we swept this region completely yet? Not really. So this could be just an idiot box to consolidate these longs that were trapped up here, that they could come back down and sweep. And if you look at the 16 bar, it has a little bit more fidelity to the image, as it shows separation between that thicker band of pools here. Come on, don't be doing this. It gets laggy when you zoom out too much. It's definitely not my system. It's like a NinjaTrader app issue, because my system is like one of the fastest you can get. That, or one of the limitations of Parallels, which is a Windows, we're running a virtual Windows machine on a Mac, so this is why we have Mac and Windows together. Windows, Mac. Wow. Let's go see the contracts. So it's inducing a lot of buys here. Positive delta, positive delta, positive delta. A few negative as they stopped it out. 148, 138, 140. So if this is the stuff retail can see, imagine how detailed of a how many traders are trapped and where image that some of these like market makers have in terms of how they can move liquidity to their profitability. It's crazy. 8 minutes. We're going to go mark off the time of the hour of power here. Hour of power starting then. Kind of lackluster 786 bounce, to say the least. Almost nearly negated it down to the 886. Failing the cloud is flat, which means you're likely to come down here in the ABC format. ABC as you break that impulse. I'm going to just go ahead and delete it now, with that preemption in mind as you come back beneath the trend dots on the 4 minute. Let's zoom into the 4 minutes so you can see it like the underbelly of a whale or dragon. You got the top of the dragon, the bottom belly of the dragon, the trend dots here as we fail and start to come beneath the bearish trend dot once more. This is kind of like a Renko hybrid. It kind of gets you, I bled the color of the candles to just show you how it just kind of flows down, and until it can break back above that trend dot is just destined to come lower. That it is. CNC, how you doing? Hope all is well. I'm gonna put this hat on. Going to Universal Studios Japan tomorrow. We're just kind of messing around today. Boom. And this is what we're using, momentummaster.info, link in the description. For more, you can read about all that stuff, the trend cloud, baselines, all that stuff here. Ooh, the reclaiming of the cloud, of the clan McCloud. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Reclaiming that cloud for that sleeper play to the upside, perhaps. We are flat going into the open. We don't play those pre-open things unless the level, the low-hanging fruit presents itself far away from where price action is currently, and we have a runner in profit. Still a lot of buys here in this hourly candle. Previously had some buys up here at the 892, took them for a sell side run. You're currently negative 4K in sell side delta for the session. More sells induced than buys. Try something different here. Let me try this. Since we're looking ridiculous anyway, let's do some ridiculous glasses while we're here. These are some glasses from a DJ event back in the day. I can see like multiple copies of everything. So we got negative 50 induced here. I can't see anything. Wow, that really hurts my eyes. You can't do it looking at a computer screen. Okay, so coming back above the 50 SMA on the 8 bar here created some bullish divergence as you were going into a lower low here on the MACD. Same thing occurred on the 16. And we are open. Let's go see how it's going. Getting a surge up here above the cloud. Reclaimed that cloud, and we said that sleeper reclamation, but we were not entering. And this is the sleeper reclamation of the cloud idea. It came and reclaimed that cloud, and if you were in that short idea, that's where you would have closed that, as I deleted that ABC. But we are ultimately not entering off of the first pivot here. Let's go see what type of buy side is getting induced on the ATAS. 660, so you're getting a lot of buys induced here and or shorts stopped out and liquidated.
Fatality.
And when you see that reaching like 1,000 plus and you're reaching the value area low, this could be a bearish retest idea as you induce and stop out those shorts. Let's see. Let's go see. And that was a massive 2-minute candle of buy side taken. Could have been a stop hunt for the shorts, and then they continue on their path to the short liquidity. We're going to go ahead and disconnect now. That was a nice little thing. I'll have to get another Rhythmic account to connect to this. I mean, we can always update it like this, but it just won't be that nice live feed. Just got to be ready for it when it does allow me to connect to this. So bounced off that 50 SMA. You had a little bit of a pivot, that bullish divergence play on the lower low here, coming up to that 900 region. 904 would be the 200 SMA. Let me make sure everything's connected up. It is. Okay, good. Let's go see what candles are doing. Some more buy side. So this is definitely longs. So when they have two candles to juxtapose with, if these were shorts, they can justify, okay, this new batch is definitely longs because they know that whatever shorts they stopped out here, whatever buys are in this next candle are all longs. So if they're intending to go lower, this next 2-minute candle does give you that insinuation. And then the sells enter and tell you that. So we just took back 2,000 contracts. There was 4K imbalance. They came back to 2K. Took back 2,000 in buy side there. This is why paying attention to the session is important. Okay. They're linked, it looks like. So one thing that I'm personally doing right now is seeing all of this buy side at the value area low. We're still negative 3K in contracts to the sell side, so they could come up higher, of course. I don't get why this is laggy. It's so weird. I hit sell, right? So why is it so weird? Let me disconnect and reconnect, because it's not having the proper reaction to what the position size is. It's like lagged or whatever. It's weird. It's once again doing that lagging thing, showing my position at a loss when it's beneath the price of my entry. So I'm getting that lag again for whatever reason. Not sure why. Why is my fill? Oh shoot, no, it's kind of surging up. I'm delayed. All right, I'm going to cut this. I'm not liking the rev bar out here. Let's see. Let's go back to the ATOS with no delay here. It's going to take a full hit on this 3 contracts. It's so laggy for whatever reason. That's so weird. What? It's like, it's saying all sorts of random numbers, but it's not doing exactly what the random numbers are saying. So it's like, yeah, NinjaTrader acting weird right now. I only look at the boxes when checking the news. I don't know what it's actually about. Yeah, that makes about the right amount of sense, actually. Pretty thick cloud here for upside. This keeps hitting some blocks and going down. I don't get it, really. It keeps going up to a region where I'm not at. It's like delayed, dude. So weird. That is so weird. Let me disconnect. Disconnect. Not sure. Don't understand, but okay. And it looks like they're trying to requite that sell side imbalance. Starting to get some bearish divergence playing out on the money flow. Money flying away here, cross down event, but getting bought up on the trend dots. Pretty strong trend and cloud to the upside here. Took out about 351 buy side there in the last 2 minutes before that slight pivot, 2000 imbalance to the sell side still. Fares Benzamal, he does BTC for Asia Open and NQ for NY like a boss. Who's that? Why you do 2 live every day? Why not? I mean, starting to see the cross down event on the 1 minute here. Coming back into the trend cloud of the 30-second, coming back into the sell side here. Let's go see what it looks like on the contracts. $436 sell side taken.
Fatality.
As they come back into that pool. Coming back down, possibly getting a buy back here. Pretty bullish cloud. Might be a place for me to reconsider this idea. We're watching the 50 SMA holding on the 8 bar here on the Renko. But it's lagged. The NinjaTrader data is delayed from what I'm seeing here. Too many things open most likely. I'm not sure why recently it's delayed like that. Starting to get that bullish bounce off the cloud idea. I'm just gonna remove this one last time and see if it gives a better connection. Is it the tick? Last time it was the tick refresh thing. So let me see. Refresh ticks. Remove. Apply. Okay. And refresh. Indicator. Tick refresh. No, I mean if you can only do one long live, Ah. I mean, I'm just doing an update for the Asian session for BTC, and then I do a live for the open for New York. There's two different open ideas, you know. So that stopped me out for 0 out of 1 today. Should not have played that cloud bounce counter trend trading it, looking only at the ATAS for that idea. I was trading against my indicator and the cloud here. Cloud was mighty thick. Should have just played my indicator. Starting to get some bearish divergence playing out, so it could come down here after taking out some of the sell side. It's just, why is it so laggy for some reason? Okay, and 471 sell side taken there at the value area low. Maybe it's this indicator too. I'm going to remove this because it keeps saying refreshing. I don't really need this anyway, so let's get rid of that. Try to remove all of the things that could be the culprit. And try to claw the way back with some little mini scalps here, but we could be taking the hits as it goes. Took a little bit there, some peeled off. If it's not one, it's the other then. Oh, nice. Nice, 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 Ilhadi. Good job. You took that cloud kiss. Good stuff. Came back beneath the cloud, kissed off of the 1 minute cloud here, starting to skyrocket here off of the cloud kiss idea on the 1 minute time frame here. So it came back into the channel of the price channel, and then it bounced off of the trend cloud. Okay, trying to recoup a little bit back here. This is kind of degen mode entries, not really good entries, but peeling out with tight stops. Made back about 60 bucks of that mistake of the first trade. This is now 3 for 4. The first one I took a full hit, so I'm trying to scalp it back aggressively. I'm not explaining what I'm doing right now, but it's not flattening my account, so I'm gonna just flatten them manually. Here we go. There we go. So we're back under the $100 loss marker. I was counter trend trading my own indicators here, like this cloud bounce idea. Reclaiming the cloud pre-market was your clue, and you also had negative, just in retrospect, you had negative sell side liquidity that is unrequited, so they're coming back into the buy side. So my idea on the ATOS that I took a short on wrongly was jumping the gun on this buy side here and thinking it was going to reject after the value area low, but we're still negative 3k in delta for the session. So we're coming back into that negative sell side delta with some buys here. Now 1k delta in sell side. So as you start to see this delta become 0 and or positive and you see more buys, then you can start to see the fatigues kick in for the possibility of a short. So let's go ahead and minimize. Still going moon rocketing up. Good stuff. 219 ticks. That is an awesome entry, dude. Boom. And it could just keep squeezing all the way up, back up to these trend-based fib levels. We reclaim the 236. Oh, isn't there some Tesla news? Wait, when is the Tesla news? There's some sort of Tesla earnings or something. Was it today? No, scheduled October 18th. Is there something today? Tesla. That was a day ago. Alright, this hat's getting hot now. I'm gonna wear it tomorrow, so it's all good. Alright, so let's recap a little bit. Pre-market has started to give this insinuation of breaking this cloud, but it reclaimed it going into the pre-market, burst up, started to come back down, kissed the cloud, and then it was gone from there. Kissed the cloud a second time, surged up, and on this 1 minute, and you're seeing this absolute surge from $8.62 all the way up to $9.64, $100 in price action. Shout out to anyone that took that long going into the open. Now you're coming back above the trend cloud on the 4-minute. Not quite sure why my Ninja Trader was laggy like that yesterday too. Starting to get overbought on the Optima here. Let's go see if it matches a level or something. Kind of this pivot point zone. Zooming into the 30-second to see money flying away as you reach that overbought region. Cross down events on the baseline, reaching the trend dots for a potential refill. Let's go see what the ATAS has in store. So the session delta has now become negative 753 from 4K. So we've requited a lot of that sell side imbalance. Now starting to get some buyers at the top perhaps, or are we going to make a complete run up into the buy side now and create some buy side imbalance? Two minutes till the hourly close, less than 1 minute now. Cross down event on the baselines on the 1 minute. Cloud still thick and pointing to the upside still. Angle has tapered ever so slight. Could be coming back to these fair value gaps. Ooh, that was mighty quick. Talk about coming back quickly. Gobble gobble. And that is the news, whatever that catalyst was. If you're in a long, I hope you paid yourself. Let's go see what that news was. The news was Jolt job openings higher than what was forecast, or what they claimed for the openings. I'm not quite sure what it means, but does it really matter? That was a massive hit down there. Dropped basically from 950 down to 890 in like a second. Let's go see real quick what was the damage on the contracts here inside the candles. So we're right back to 1,500 imbalance in that one candle alone. We got 908 imbalance in sell side, taken back to the very value area low just beneath the VWAP. Like this is at, see, like this is at 876, but then when I'm looking at this is totally different. It's delayed, bro. It's kind of messing up my flow for entry if it's not the same. So they requited all of the sell side, and now they're going to reaccumulate, most likely with the aggressiveness in which they did this, and possibly even retest lows here by the angle and the timing in which that $50 move in a few seconds. We're coming back here to that 4 minute vector here on the closing in 3. Wait, what? It's like really, I gotta kind of figure out why it's like lagging on my screen like that. Weird. It's like behind and everything. Alright, I gotta chill out because this lag is like messing me up on the Ninja Trader right now. Messing me up. That was 6, and I think I'm like 2 out of 6 now today, so this is not the best of days because of lag right now, and just kind of like, yeah, not the best. So we're just gonna kind of hang it up for now and just like kind of see what's going on with disconnecting everything. Let me go ahead and make sure this is acting kind of weird right now. Make sure this is flat in everything. Okay, and then we're going to take a look. See, like this is saying 41 right now and it's 34. So like, why is it not equal to what's going on right now in price? That's the thing that I can't quite fully understand right now. And then if I disconnect everything, it should stop because it's disconnected right now. It's not connected to any brokerage, so there should be no data right now. But that's how far behind it is. It's like, I don't know, like a minute or 30 seconds behind. So when it finally stops, that's how far behind it is. I'm gonna try to clear out the ATOS and just remove it. Maybe it's because I had my Windows platform, my parallels connected while I was rebooting, and I didn't turn off parallels before I rebooted. I'm trying to troubleshoot why this last 2 days have been kind of laggy for Ninja Trader like that. And then so now it finally stopped. So now we reconnect this. Okay. Starting to get a little bit of a bounce off the crossover of the baselines here, getting a green dot flashed for a split second here as we come back above the bearish trend dots on the 30-second. 1 minute has yet to cross up, but you're getting money stack, money stack, money stack as it starts to give you a dead cat bounce potential. Four minutes still ultimately bearish as you have this cross down event confirmed and bull hammers to the downside on the Heikiashi. If you failed this trend dot, you could be seeing this as a dollar cost average demise to the longs here as it continues to see its way to the downside. The rhythmic account acting yellow. What's the problem with that connection right now? Give me 1 minute. Sorry, just 1 second. All right, so we ascertained that. Wondering why the rhythmic account is not connecting right now. That could have been the confliction, having multiple accounts connected, but I've never had that happen before. Getting that rejection off the trend dot, starting to come back, the money flow, the money stack abating here as you get this rejection off the 1 minute as well. This cross up could be negated as the 4 minute starts to take you lower. ABC on the 32 bars, getting bearish momentum, stepping up to the plate. Having issues connecting up my rhythmic account for whatever reason. Might be the lag in the rhythmic data. Probably a lot of there's probably a lot of people on their servers because they're having a sale, so that could also be the issue. I don't know if other people are having issues with other firms right now. Well, in the meantime, we're just going to take the simulated trades as if it was real. So this ABC to the downside, rejection off the trend dots, the money flow, the money stack abating, turning to money flying away as you reject off of the trend dots on the 30-second and the 1 minute, and continue down here with that suppression on the 4 minute. Where could we come down to? We've broken the 800 level, possibly coming to some daily support levels. We're now into lower low territory. Let's go see what this is looking like on the 32. Yeah, we've entered into lower low territory as we enter into that bearish sentiment. Wait, why is it having a... And starting to see this downside play out. Next daily level at the 637 region, getting ultimately bearish undertones, undercurrents as we try to put in the lows for the month, perhaps. Rhythmic feed is having problems this morning according to FT71. Thank you, B Trading Warehouse. Thank you, thank you. You're having problems with the delays and stuff too. Totally threw me out of my groove, but it's not a big deal. It's just a few like demos or whatever, evals. Good thing we punted those past ones earlier, but we're just gonna take trades as if it's real. So could get a little bit of a bounce after seeing something, but definitely got to trade with the trend. Getting the rejection off of that trend dot and taking this from 842 all the way down to 777 was a good play if you were here for it. And so that was a genuine rise, stop hunt rise to take out that sell side. We saw it on the ATAS. They were negative 4K in sell side. They went surged up in the open, grabbed all of that sell side, cleared it as a session delta, and then just dropped it back into making negative sell side session delta. So this entire rise up, from here, the rise up from here was to negate all of the sells that came down into the previous session. They were able to do that by only retracing halfway up into that lower low region, and then they started to rip it down into testing new lower lows. On the 32, you can see that a little bit more clearly here. Rise, retrace, continuation to the downside, the lightning bolt, the ABC. Starting to get some money stacks and a cross up a bend on the 32nd. You could get a little bit of a bounce-a-roo from this dollar cost average dead cat bounce. We'll see where it takes us. Let's imagine if we got it in here. We could do it for a simulated trade. Why not? Still just acting kind of odd, saying negative as we're not negative. See, that's the thing, is like using this, not having it in the same groove as what I'm looking at when it's lagged like that. Like it's not accurate right now. 7, is it? I mean, this is a simulation anyway, but still. 8. It's just acting really like bouncy and like going like, this has not moved, but it's going like -12, +10, even though this has not moved at all. It's just acting like the feed itself is glitched or something. It's weird, man. It's so weird. It's almost like the slippage on the Apex and everything, like, is and these the data that's being received on these funded things is being slightly delayed or something. They have a sale going until the 5th, so they're probably getting a lot of people flunking them and rebooting them, and they're using that to kind of manipulate the feed slightly. We're just running it on a sim right now, so we're just trying to see how this delay is actually playing out. I hope it's not connecting up. Yeah. We're not linked up right now. All right. Rejection off the trend dots, continuation to the downside, perhaps. All right, so getting that rejection off the trend dot, continuation to the downside on the 30-second, 1 minute cross up, still holding. We're gonna just try this little like reversal idea. So weird, it like split my stop loss in this weird manner. Just trying to get used to this delay right now, so I'm playing with the sim. I'm not counting these because I'm just trying to figure out how accurate it is to what I'm seeing here on the feed in TradingView, which I pay extra for that up to the minute data versus what's being fed to me by Apex right now. Interesting. So starting to get a little bit of 3 time frames oversold, stochastic array, dot appearing on the 30-second and 1 minute. Are you going to see a 5 minute, 1 hour, 15 minute bounce-a-roo after reaching into some lower lows? Starting to get some bullish divergence on the 30-second. Can it cascade? Is it going to retrace into some of that 800 region and go see what is going on in the buy side shorts that entered at the end of the run there? Starting to reclaim that 30-second dot area. Can it keep going? Getting a little bit of a bounce here. go see what this is. It's not even keeping my the tabs on what the simulated profit is. It's just, that's so weird. I should probably disconnect the Rhythmic in case it eventually reconciles itself and then I'm not trading them on the sim anymore. Burst above the adaptive here into the pierce of the piercing the trend cloud on the 30-second perhaps, and then get a rejection and come back down, or get it immediately. Looks like it's rejection immediately. Once again, just to reiterate for clarification purposes, my Rhythmic, which the evals I'm trying to play are lagged. I'm now just on a sim testing the lag delay from Apex to see if it is matching up what I'm seeing here on the NQ, because it was previously not matching and throwing me off in my entry and exit ideas. It even brought me back to break even on one loss that I would have closed at had I known I was already there, but it would visually show me that. Very irritating. Okay, so the hammer to the downside, starting to get a wick on the 4-minute. Could be subsiding on this move at some point. Looks like they could be coming down to test the sell side one last time. So if you know it's going to do that, you might as well just take it for a little scalp. Who knows? It's not even recording anything. This is the weird thing. None of these trades are even being recorded, weirdly. Happens, I guess, sometimes. So we'll try to give you some value in play-by-play of what we see, even though we cannot benefit from it at this time. Reaching lower lows and getting some bullish divergence starting to form. Same thing occurring on the MACD here on the $16 bar. Four time frames oversold on the 1 minute here as you reset some stochastics on the 15. Reclaiming that 30-second cloud again, Can you make it above the 1 minute to start to reclaim? Doesn't look like it. Bearish cloud winning out overall. If you have a wider stop, you could do something like this. We're going to just test out a different strategy just to see. Might as well test some ATMs while we're at it. ATM. Protect your stop loss, ATM. Starting to see that bullish divergence play out with the 4 time frames oversold. These little dots kind of come at a right time, I must say. I've noticed that on the 7 time frames when it reversed, and they just kind of randomly appear at the right moments in time, if you know what I mean. This is what you would call the stochastic array, a never before seen formula which monitors 7 time frames of information over 32 different indicator values all at once. Doesn't tell you what to do, it just tells you what's happening. 3 time frames oversold, 4 time frames oversold, cross-up event of the baselines, seeing it come back beneath the trend, from under the trend dots. And so if this had been a hypothetical real trade, if my count was connected, which it cannot right now, then that would have been a decent little idea for a bounce. And then you could just like set your stops into profit and like kind of, you know, I don't know why this won't, why is it acting weird like that? I think I have to switch it to this one. There we go. And you're coming back to that 30-second cloud, which gives you that nice monitor. Can you hold this shifting cloud on the 30-second to give you that insinuation of continuation on the upside path? You break through the cloud, you come back, you kiss it. Everything's fractal in nature. It starts to do it on 1 time frame first. And this was your equilibrium bounce, or even shallow one. Let's see. Shallow. It's a 382 shallow bounce. So it looks like you're exhausted to the buy side, so it's coming more up aggressively to the buy side now. Had you been thinking about that idea, you'd be up still handsomely. This trade's still lagging on my computer, even though it's like definitely over 100. It was saying 86. So irritating. So irritating when it's like lagging like that. There's no reason it should be lagging like that on this computer. This is what the system is. It is 64 gigabytes of RAM, M1 Ultra. It's like 48 core chip. Like, what else do you want? You know what I mean? What else do you need? What's up? We're having some technical difficulties with the Rhythmic right now. it will not connect, and it's ultra laggy on NinjaTrader right now. So we're just testing out some sim trades with a ATM strategy. We're just kind of chilling. Would have been a nice long here off of this bull div that was starting to form, and the 4 time frames are oversold and starting to come back beneath the trend dots here. And then now the cloud bounce idea, continuation at this 382 level into some buy side bounce-a-roo. This could be there's no conviction behind this, so if this were an actual trade, I'd be like moving my stop up like this into profit, just like get kicked out. I would have probably sold off in the momentum at the 90 there actually, but breaking the 382, now coming down to the pocket. Breaking the trend cloud completely here on the 32nd. There was no momentum to back it up. It was a dollar cost average bounce to some inducement below, holding the bearish trend base fib level on the 32nd, channel on average on the 1 minute as you start to make a lower idea coming down into the liquidity, deeper into the lower low territory. Whoops. Wait, I gotta make sure this is not connected. Okay, good. And we are entering the last 20 minutes of the hour. I wonder how widespread the rhythmic issue is at the moment. Probably all those, what's it called? Just like all the eval requests during this sale that's going on. Alright, so we can look at that. Let's go ahead and look at some bearish trend base fibs here. So technically, on the 4 minute here, when you had this drop impulse to the downside here in the New York pre-market, and then you came up during the open, now we're starting to reach down into some bearish trend based fib level take profit zones down here at the 811 to 748 region. The bearish super trend happens to be this one level that we rejected off of, so coming back down to the 748 might be an idea here on the 1382 of that bearish trend base fib. Made a lower low and a higher low? No. Maybe a C level divergence there. It's just like jumping around a lot more. There's like not this smoothness to it. It's like it seems like it's lagged, even though here is a little bit more smooth. So if I like switch to like, let's see, like a trailing take profit like this, if we do like these scalp plays, it's gonna just like stop out really quick, you know. Starting to get a bullish divergence. That C1 we were talking about getting confirmed here. Coming back up to the 800s. Wait, what? This... Ah, okay. Basically idiot boxing in this region. An idiot box equals consolidation into a potential continuation to the downside here. Rejection of the 30-second cloud. If we go to some higher time frames of the 1 minute, rejection off the cloud here. Cloud is starting to curve in a manner here. If you can pierce above it, starting to get some indecision candles for the last 8 minutes on the 4 minute. Volume has kind of come down here in a manner. You're kind of drifting to the downside. Less volume on the 4 minute. Could possibly start to see a surge up into the buy side. Can you reclaim this cloud and start to pierce the 1 minute? I think it says 3, but I'm like, clearly it's just this lag, dude. It's even lagging on the apex stuff, so it doesn't make sense to me, you know. It's showing ticks that aren't there, you know what I mean? Like this type of thing was what was throwing my game off, because how do I know when? Like, a lot of times you eyeball it if you're in a profit, like, oh, it's starting to shift, I'm going to close it here, but I can't do that. It's really unfortunate. Once again, just to let you know, if you're joining, that this is... Wait, what? This is basically testing out the lag that's occurring on some sims right now, because the data was so lagged between NinjaTrader and TradingView that I cannot take these properly. It's not showing the ticks matching what's going on. Like, it doesn't even record anything here. Weird. Like, no trades are even getting recorded. Okay, so getting a rejection off the trend cloud on the 1 minute, channel average, finger pointing down, momentum to the downside. Idiot box consolidation equals deep retrace to the downside here. Continuation. Now starting to see a potential hammer continuation on the 4-minute. Everyone else's trading view all right? Is it just me? I had this slightly happen yesterday on the live. I wasn't sure what it was. Coming down to that potential 748 region of the 1382 of the bearish trend-based fib nature. Trend cloud on the 1 minute still angling downwards here. 4 minute mighty thick. We closed out a toss, but we'll try to consider opening it again. Let's do that now. Hold on, it's going to flash something, personal data, so let me make sure that it loads without showing my personal stuff. There we go. All right, there we go. Getting it loading now. It's possible because I connected up the live rhythmic to a toss that there was some sort of conflict there. That was something different that we didn't do, but we have done that before in the past with no problem. So trying to just think about troubleshooting ideas in the future. Does it connect here is the question, because it's not connecting on the other stuff. So well, it did. So rhythmic connects up to the ATOS with no problems. So we're currently 2,000 sell side imbalanced on the session, and 567 sell side was taken there in that drop, in that continuation drop idea. So 1,000 overall. So my rhythmic connects up here just fine. It's so weird. Now 300, negative 300 in sell side here. And this doesn't even match. So weird. All right, so we reached that 1382 level of the bearish turn-based fib level here, starting to get some money flow divergence beneath the disparity beneath the RSI as we approach the end of the hour here. End of the hour in about 6 minutes. Marked off for you, and that's when we'll bid you adieu. Oh, lovely. Are we still streaming? I hope so. It says we are. Hold on. Looks like we are. All right. Okay. All right. So as it goes down into here, trying to ascertain whether to go lower or not, negative 2,000 on session delta did a very good job of requiting each time it dropped. So the previous requiting of that 4,000 imbalance in the rise up here, and then now we're back in the 2,000 range of the negative session delta. So bounce potential off of this 1382 trend-based fib level. Did we reach the end of the road here? You're getting bearish hammers to the downside on the Heikin Ashi. You don't want to really play against that till it gets to indecision. And let's just play out a outro track. I'm tired, but I'm wide awake. Thank you if you stuck with us to the end through all the technical difficulties of the rhythmic errors. We were thrown off a little bit today by the lag of NinjaTrader / rhythmic data. But it happens. This would be potentially where you see some stopped out traders, 384 on the hour down there at that 750 level. Yeah, it must have gotten so laggy that it messed up a lot of stuff. Alright, ladies and gents, we'll figure it out off stream, so we thank you for your time. Thank you for coming on into the live and sharing your essence with me in this eternal moment, of which we all share an inextricable and inexorable part. Thank you for doing your part, for coming on in each and every day, and we'll do the same without wasting a single second of your time, and we'll try to bring the fire, the accuracy, the precision, all that fun stuff when we get things sorted next time, and we will catch you on the flip side. Peace.